there everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. And everyone's just gonna run off, apparently. But yeah. Might as well go find everyone. Oh, so hi.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ka chi kun ita hodonga. Ye king kuno pamule.
And it's a bit irritating that, oh, wait, he's going to... So... You know, Jedi Academy, right? I think they'd be more speaking common and stuff. Nope, this guy's just gonna speak Chinese because it's technically easier for them. Because, you know, it means they have to do less voice actors. Because they could just use the same Chinese voice actor for practically every Twi'lek. Doesn't need someone to read these new lines. Just has to go through the Chinese script over and over again. But anyway, give me a
Tong abog sha umninang. Wanga kun bez king balemuraya. Johnny yon.
She didn't say. Maybe we were together.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Achuta. Wonga kun bez.
The Force be with you. Yes, may the Force be with you. Anyway, I actually made it back here in less videos than last time, because it took me like 9 videos to get here last time. Because I recorded some parts separately, like both going through the... going through Upper Church was like 2 parts, because you had the North section and the South section.
You there, Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? Do you mock the honored traditions of our order?
Yeah, I'm not a Padawan. I came with Bastila.
Bastila. I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents. But as for you, you claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes. No, I suppose you did not. I apologize. Please forgive the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you.
That's this bitch here just calling us out like, oh, you're not wearing your robe. Why aren't you wearing a robe? Because I don't have a robe. That's why.
They're waiting for you.
Of course they're waiting for me.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
Yeah, for some reason they wanted... They thought they had to have a Yoda-like figure for a Council Jedi. Why? I don't know. This came out, what, after episode 2? So, yeah. Isn't the Jedi Council on Coruscant?
Yes. The High Council of the Jedi Order is on Coruscant. But we are the council in charge of the training facility here on Dantooine.
So, questions?
Indeed. I am sure that you do. I assure you that we will have answers for you.
So why am I in MacGuffin?
Bastila tells us you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
strong as
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire Council can feel the strength of the Force within this man, and I've already related to you the events that took place on Terrace.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck. There is only the Force.
So that's
We
why
all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed.
Right.
Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
Of course, I will learn the ways of how the...
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malak. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
Horse has intricate powers, the ones in Witcher 3. Oh, time for more dream sequences you can't see because FRAPS doesn't record dream sequences. Also, I don't think I have any dark side corruption that who shows up. Maybe my eyes, but that's about it. So anyway, this one always bothers me because they have normal Malak though. It looks fine without his, cybernet enhancements and stuff. Talking about how the dark side's strong in the place. But then you have Revan who's already wearing his robes and mask. Because for some reason, we couldn't show, who Revan actually is. He's just not seen as Revan. But there's reasons for that. Also the secrets of the Starforge. Because, we had to have a plot hook. But anyway.
This morning's getting stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting. Well, I can't say I blame you. I haven't exactly been sleeping well myself. Here I thought things would get better once we escaped Terrace.
Well, let's go.
You got it.
So we had the car. Alright, the Candris.
Yes, what's on your mind? I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, I don't give a shit. Bioware says... Yeah, exactly.
Cute. Nice to know you're so full of concern.
Out.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt, though. I don't know why you're so interested.
Bioware
When I think of all the men who
be.
betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul. With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
Yeah, I've not seen you.
I didn't want to, maybe. Are you so sure you would have? Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. Even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Do you believe that?
I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
Scientists, I'm your shoes.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're talking about. I mean, this is a Bioware game.
Yeah, what do you...
Anything with this world?
From what we saw from space, this world doesn't have a lot of people. I couldn't really have found much work here anyway, so I never had an interest. It looks like a farm world. The Republic has thousands of these places. Ones that get by farming crops and hunting herds of native beasts. But I might have underestimated this place. It seems to be more than I thought. You have anything else you want to ask? Your choice.
Yes, what's on your... Dantooine's a boring place. It's all plains and herders and small settlements. Perfect for the Jedi to lose themselves in, I guess. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
Oh, there you go. It's a boring place.
You got it.
Anyway, so when you go to the Jedi. However, let's go talk to people. Like you.
Ikukuno no ba mulira tikun.
Time for a question. Okay.
Chi gratug loda pograshi onion komba chintono muchuba.
This ranch is considered
Loda
good for
dita
a man born
kun.
and raised for me.
Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yikin kuno ba mulira tikun.
Naturally, she's still on.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gandonan.
Well,
Takum just.
or Mandalorian's problems with Mandalorian's comment.
Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yikin kun.
Isn't this something the local authorities?
Manaman atota. Hakiju krata bola shui chongatong. Chongkun ka chikun ida hodonga. Yikin kuno.
Do it themselves. Well, keep them
Takum justa.
Oh, so for some reason that was a hut hill. High hut.
Tombatoras materia. Ashuta. Unga kundis dolpi.
Who are you?
Rundi hautonga tonkin badman konkek.
So you are hot. Too much for
Chachis kato puta. Innoba molera kin kunchikun. Mocha chibeduanani bobo. Tonnamuun shat. Rundi hautonga tonkin badman konkek. Wanna kumbes. Jin akoche kopa.
What more can you have me? So what are you doing?
Rundi hautonga tonkin badman konkek. Wanna kumbe laboda na renkes makoma. Yinkin slimo podona mulera chikun. No rundi hautonga tonkin badman konkek. Laboda na renkes makoma. Yinkin slimo podona mulera. Rundi hautonga tonkin badman konkek. Wanna kumbes chimpayamul kun chibeduanani bobo. Tonnamuun shanunja akoche. Rundi hautonga tonkin badman konkek.
I was grateful for any conversation. Well, just a hut. Oh, so all these doors that are closed. Pretty sure some of them are more open in KOTOR 2. Oh, is there Aerotech much in Isle? Much in Tile. Can only say Aerotech, and it's like, where are the...
Ikukuno no ba mulira tikun. Tonghit kun chonting. Ne boboje mata de punag. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yikin kuno ba mulira tikun. Slimo podona. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak mochashak pakat. Kieno no nama paole. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Achuta. Unga kun bis dolpik.
What do you have against
¡Que
Silver?
puna!
Don't get me started on
¡Kawatompa!
Silver.
Ronda dijo
They're
tonga
not
kun
gonna have to
hankabi.
consider. And
Wana
if there
kun
is any
bez
internet
ching
that's
palamule
for
tongking
extortion
ba
from officials and
nunotek.
government diplomats.
Ka chi
Not to mention
kun
dragging up
ida
prices
hao
of such places
donga.
in order to
Ye
stop.
king kuno
We're
ba
starting to
mule
like
ra
the
chi
instruction
kun.
of the government objective
Slip
prices.
jida ba the wana
Since
ni
they
di
found
bobo.
themselves on the
Dong
things
na
about
bung
gun
sha.
wars. Safe?
Mucho shak pa
Since it's an
khat.
open and expensive war with
Kiye
governments,
no
why
no
is
dama
government
paul.
easy?
Ronda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Jida ba the wana ni di bobo. Dong na bung sha nununya. Ka chi kun ida hao donga. Ye king kuno ba mule ra chi kun. Achuta.
Oh yeah, for
Jida
sure.
ba the wana ni di bobo. Mucho shak pa.
Well, he has stuff. That's what he has for sale. Ooh, battle armor. But yeah, seeing the problem with battle armor is that not that great of depth bonus. It's good for, characters that... It's good for melee characters that don't really need that much depth bonus, but... Otherwise, yeah. Also, a Seneca sees 7,000 for a droid that's good against +2 sword that's good against droids, basically. Oh, it's upgradable. This rifle. Stealth field reinforcement. Jeez. +8 to stealth. Interface band. Breath mask. Infantry gloves aren't terrible on me, look at that. Compared to use, security, deaths, those are not bad gloves. Saves all and strength. That's tempting. But geez, it's pricey. And then there's a utility belt, which is just good. The Pizat cards. Anyway, I don't know why I really want, because, here's the thing. Those gloves are nice. Those are some really nice gloves. That's a really nice belt. That's a really nice belt. But on those, I also need money for other things, too. I need like 15 that, yeah. Well, not 15,000, 1,500 for, wait, not 1,500. Yeah, 15,000. For something. And getting that much is gonna be a pain. I mean, I could sell a few things, but yeah. Anyway.
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development. She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malak and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooine.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malak found something there.
Well, that's research.
Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
Great, super. So I'm having faith.
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us, together.
Okay, so I'm
You and she are linked. as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
Oh,
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
Oh yeah, of course. I seek to follow the light.
Good. It is well that you see how important this is, and have the devotion to follow it. Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord.
Which doesn't make sense. Like, you remember Star Wars: The Republic? Like, here's the thing, the whole Sith Warrior and Sith Inquisitor storyline is, it's a lot of the Sith just dicking around. Like, that's what the Sith do. Is they just dick around without power struggles. Constantly. It's like, how were they even making progress? Because it's like, here's this one Sith that's really, really smart and a valuable asset to the war effort. Yeah, well, I don't really like him. He has a nice shell, so I'm gonna go stab him in the back and take that shell for myself. Because that's how the Sith work. But here in KOTOR, for some reason, all the Sith seem to be aligned with Malak for some reason. Which does make sense, given the fact that there is, you know, the Dromakas. Which technically, I guess, at this time doesn't actually exist. Because, you know, it hasn't been written into the lore yet, but still. There's Dromakas with the actual Sith Empire. Not whatever the hell Malak and Revan have, that technically, they were building to fight against the actual Sith Empire, the actual Sith Emperor and all that. But, you know. Oh well. But we're not but that's, you know, best not to think about. It just annoys me, the fact that, oh yeah, all the Jedi and Sith are all aligned with Malak. All the Sith I've known are all in their own agenda that may or may not concede with siding with the Sith Empire. Basically. Anyway. So how can it be solved?
Perhaps our hope lies in the dream you and Bastila shared. The Council has come to the conclusion that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted. And perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
They seemed already corrupt before they went in, though. Anything you said?
Yes. Your devotion is most commendable. Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us.
Oh no.
Otherwise you are doomed
Not
to
like
fail.
I'm not dark side or anything. As you wish.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
Oh, yeah,
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge.
Yeah, I don't
Seek
think we have
wisdom
any
in the
dark side
teachings
version
of the
in
great
our
masters
ID.
of our Order. A Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You have done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
Yeah, I have some questions, though.
Few mention those names around here anymore, but I suppose it is just as dangerous to deny they were ever part of the Order. When I was still on Coruscant, Revan and Malak often came to me for additional training. In particular, Revan's hunger to learn seemed insatiable. I should have recognized this as a warning sign, but I perceived the young Padawan's lust for knowledge as simple exuberance and eagerness. Revan was my most promising pupil, one I felt sure would someday become a champion of the Jedi Order.
So, what
The Jedi Order moved too slowly for Revan and Malak. We were too cautious in their eyes. They always sought to learn far quicker than their masters felt was prudent. It is one thing to understand a lesson, but to truly comprehend it takes a wisdom that only comes with time. Several years ago, when the Mandalorian threat first arose, Revan and Malak were eager to journey to the Outer Rim to defeat the enemy of the Republic. But the Council felt it best if we moved with care and caution. The true threat, the Council feared, had not yet revealed itself. But Revan would not be dissuaded. Charismatic and powerful, it was inevitable many of the Order would flock to Revan's seemingly noble cause. Malak was the first to join his closest friend. Others soon followed, many of our youngest and brightest, intent on saving the galaxy from the Mandalorian threat.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Because remember what Kandra said, that the Sith hired the Mandalorians basically to go wage war on the Republic. And this here is before Revan and Malak joined the Sith. So that were still technically Sith in play before Revan and Malak became Sith. So what happened?
They were foolish to disregard the Council's wishes. I do not know what happened to Revan, Malak, and their followers on the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim, but something corrupted them. Their ideals became twisted, their spirits were tainted, and they fell to the dark side. There is a lesson in this, a lesson you would do well to take to heart. The dark side can corrupt even the most noble of Jedi.
Yeah.
You have learned much, yet there is much more for you to still understand. The way of the Jedi must be entered into with a clear and focused mind. When you feel that you are ready to...
Dark side. By the way.
Kavadumpa ku paliamu kapata punana chaku I
Mucho shakapaka. Yiki kun no ba mula.
ki puna Kavadumpa ku
Chinapala mula. Tonki ba non tontek. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mula. Mucho shakapaka. Yiki kun no ba mula draki chichon. Tonga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin.
Muchashak pakat achuta.
Thank you. So,
Hakuchin kopa.
so who the hell
Mucho
are you?
shakapaka. Yiki kun no ba mula draki chichon. Chinapala mula. Tonki ba non tontek. Tuni kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala. Mucho shakapaka. Hakuchin kopa.
Self-entry car?
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek tonga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Niki kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek tong ki pa nak nonek. Bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bu mulera, kakin chak, hakuchi kopa? China.
Chibedwana ni bobo, tonk nabung shanun yang, tonk patogas maktelia.
There used to be a holocron right about here. The holocron that would be like, hey, you can learn all about your Jedi forms and your lightsaber forms and your force forms and stuff. And that mod is what screwed us over. Because I was like, yeah, I'll just take that. Then it's like, oh yeah, I'll just try to use the thing. And it's like, nope. Speaking of nope, what was that? Just sudden lag spike for some reason. Just, like, nope. I tried to activate and nothing really happened. Didn't look like I gained any effects or anything. And then that's how I knew my frames dropped down to 8. I was like, wait a second. Why are my frames at 8? Eventually I realized it was just a mod, so I was like, I'll just remove it. My problem is I couldn't actually turn off the effects. Because I couldn't actually turn off the effects, I ended up later realizing that, oh hey, for some reason I had negative 15 defense. Which is really terrible. Also, I never really looked at David's War Armor, did I? Whoops. There's the thing. David's War Armor. It's not terrible. It's also not modifiable, though, sadly. It's actually better for him. I mean, yeah. It's more armor and more depth. Dowdy bonus. And then I thought there was something else. Oh yeah, David's Pfizer. Which gives improved power blast, which is useless. The energy shield's not bad, but yeah. Something looks like no, it's purple armor. He still has what looks like track pants though. Because track pants. It's all the rage apparently.
Yes?
So anyway, time to go talk to everyone.
If you have questions, you should direct...
Well fine, be that way.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past?
Not really.
Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
Farewell, tell me the history of the Jedi.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
So what about the Mandalorian?
20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
Sounds like a mistake.
Well, you can hardly blame the Republic. The memory of war was fresh in everyone's mind. Nobody was eager to relive the horrors in a campaign against the Mandalorians. But in the end, it was unavoidable. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
So, about that?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
But where did the Sith come from?
Revan and Malak were heroes, the great saviors of the Republic. A third of the Republic fleet was under their direct command. And then something happened. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months, scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
So where did they disappear to?
Perhaps they simply went far beyond the edges of Republic space. Maybe they found previously undiscovered hyperspace routes to the ends of the galaxy. Nobody knows for certain. 3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
So, how did he get so many followers?
Initially, the bulk of the Sith force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power. But what is more disturbing is the size of the Sith fleet itself. Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars, but many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence.
Oh yeah, you mean like the Eternal fleet of the Eternal Throne, and how there's just so many of them, just all of a sudden. Yeah, connecting the Star Wars Old Republic stuff to this is painful, so let's stop for now.
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
So where are the archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect over-eager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
So, learning is power thing, but you can't actually go learn, because that'd make you too smart. We can't have you being that smart. Because we'll just go hoard that knowledge for ourselves. Because you're not a Jedi Master. Okay, that doesn't seem a Jedi thing. In fact, that goes against the whole Octopath Travelers thing. Well, how dare you hoard knowledge from the people?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
Uh-huh.
May the Force be with you.
Good evening, apprentice. I trust your training goes well.
I guess.
I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
Wow, compared to Dork, you have lightened enough for what he's saying.
I see you insist on wandering the halls of our enclave when you should be busy studying your lessons.
Uh-huh. Questions?
I suppose such desires are inevitable, though I fear you may seek knowledge for which you are not prepared. Yet I will do my best to guide your quest.
You don't seem angry with me.
If you find me overly critical, perhaps it is because you do not fully understand what is at stake. For 15,000 years, the Republic has brought peace and stability to the galaxy. Now the Republic may be destroyed because we, the Jedi, have failed them. Revan and Malak were paragons of the ideals the Order seeks to uphold. Yet they succumbed to the temptations of the dark side. When Revan fell, Malak took up the mantle of Dark Lord of the Sith. Should Malak be stopped, what is to stop another Jedi from taking his place? This is the burden we Masters must carry. Only through strict training and relentless lessons can we prevent the Dark Master from being reborn. That is why the Order can brook no failure in our apprentices and pupils. That is why I can accept nothing but perfection from you. You would do well to focus more closely on your lessons. The Force is strong with you, but you need training and guidance in the ways of the Jedi, lest you suffer a fate similar to that of Revan.
Hi, training computer. Wilkerson is important for all the peace and harmony of all beings that the many paths of Jedi be understood. Only through knowledge can all see the truth of the Force. Yet I'm not allowed to go into the archives because knowledge is bad. Like, hypercritical on Jedi. Alright. So this thing tells us about Jedi. So show me a static comparison. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's how Jedi classes work. So there's the Guardians with getting 10 vitality and 4 force points per level, which is unfortunate. There's the Council which gains 6 vitality, 8 force points a level. There's the Center which gains 8 vitality and 6 force points a level. So tell me about the Jedi Guardian. Jedi Guardians battle against the forces of evil on the dark side. They focus on combat training the master use of a lightsaber. So yeah. They have slow scale progression, fast feet progression. They also gain force jump, which is fun. Jedi Counselor seek to bring balance to the universe. They focus less on physical combat and more mental disciplines in order to augment the mastery of the Force. They have slow scale progression and slow feet progression, but all that force. Then there's the Jedi Sentinels, which have average scale progression and slow feet progression. But anyway. So, where is it? Now have... I was hoping there was something that told me the whole, Sith Jedi code thing.
Greetings, my... Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy. In the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi. These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding.
Oh no, I must return when I'm ready. You gonna tell me, competitor, now? No, you're not. F you too, competitor. Okay, fine. We're just gonna do this then.
Greetings. Soon your apprenticeship will... In the tradition... These... First, you must not... There is no emotion.
No emotion.
There is no...
No.
There is no...
Passion. No serenity.
There is no chaos.
Harmony.
There is no death.
There's the Force.
You have learned your studies well, apprentice.
Yeah, I remember this time.
It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi, the very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
Sounding this here is, the whole constructing a lightsaber thing is a bit more disappointing compared to KOTOR 2. Because, I mean, they basically just hand you the parts and say, go make one. It's not like, how it's disappointing compared to, like, Star Wars: The Old Republic, well, you went through a lot of shit to end up at the Forge on, shit, what was the planet? Forgot the Jedi starting planet and that. But yeah, you go through all that to end up at the lightsaber forge. And then you construct a lightsaber. And then it's just your lightsaber. It's not like the Sith who basically, oh yeah, here's my old lightsaber, have fun with it. Or hey, you found this lightsaber we left in this tomb for you. But yeah, you made your own lightsaber, it was good, then you could modify it and all that. But this is just, here's the parts, have fun with it. KOTOR 2 was, you actually had to go find parts to make a lightsaber. Even though you could technically collect lightsabers from Dark Jedi, you had to find parts to make your own lightsaber. In this, it's just sort of, here's a lightsaber. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but anyway. I need to learn about crystals.
You have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
So what positions are there? Oh yeah, why do I get set up a single color?
A Jedi is not restricted to a single color. Rather, that color is a badge of pride for the Jedi path it signifies. Should you have an appropriate crystal, you may change your blade to anything you desire. But first you should learn of the different paths a Jedi may take. Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
Yeah. So give me a second. Just to look this up. Just real quick. So, for example, the whole thing about Star Wars in the Old Republic was, yeah, as a Jedi Knight, you got to be either a Jedi Guardian or Jedi Sentinel. Jedi Sentinels were basically two lightsabers. Jedi Guardians were basically tanky. And a single lightsaber. Then there were Jedi Counselors, which could become Jedi Shadows with double blade lightsabers. Or Jedi Sages with throwing all the rocks and shit at you. But yeah, there's no such thing as Jedi Sages or Jedi Shadows in this. So you're basically for a Guardian, which is more melee combat focused. Sentinel, which is somewhere in between. Or Jedi Council, which is all about that Force use. Yeah, we're gonna be a Jedi Guardian.
Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
So here's the thing. Sentinel, Guardian, Counselor. So we attack the thugs.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
Sentinel, Counselor, Guardian.
Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do?
I'm thinking maybe that's Counselor, but yeah. Sentinel, Counselor, Guardian.
I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
So yeah, the whole Jedi Guardian thing's all about I smash. Yeah. I Jedi. I smash. So, Guardian, Sentinel, or Counselor.
Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Guardian. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
Well, obviously I'm a Jedi Counselor, but yeah. Blue, the path of the Jedi Guardian.
Here is a blue crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you in how to construct it.
Yay. Also, by the way, we're actually now Jedi Guardian, which means we leveled up. Which means, hey, we gain just one skill point. So here's what the game screws you over. Welcome to dual classing. Time for me to bitch about this. So hey, better Jedi Guardian. Well, we're still keeping our stats from the previous thing, so yay. Also, we need more Persuade. Persuade's now no longer a 2-point thing. So it's gonna be a bit more tedious now. Getting skills. But feats will become more optimal. So we leveled up. Yay. Which means don't really care about that. Don't improve toughness, master toughness. Improve force jump, set. Force sensitive. I could get advanced strategy defense though. Not the worst idea. I'll probably put punch as a lightsaber. Where are my powers? So I gain 2 powers. Boop. Boop. Wasn't that easy? I'll should probably add more powers, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yay, Carp, you level up. More demolitions, or... Well, you only have 1 skill point, so... The whole thing about being a soldier class. Oh, jeez. Oh, you have a bunch of feats you need. So, by the way, don't do this. Yeah. It's best not to do that. Just for foreshadowing. Don't murder important NPCs with forced electrocution. Anyway. Let's go get a lightsaber. Then we add our character again. Hey,
Good.
now.
Now that you have selected your crystal, we shall begin the construction of your lightsaber.
Yeah, it's pretty... Yeah. So here's our epic scene of creating a lightsaber, by the way. I take these invisible parts, I toss them together, and boop, we have a lightsaber. You know what's also probably the most disappointing thing? Help. Oh, so yeah, compare with the magenta crystals, like say the pink crystal. Pink crystal is just a normal crystal. It makes it pink. Magenta crystal is overpowered though because, yeah, attack modifier plus 2, crit threat, generation force, blight, master toughness bonus feat, force focus, improved force focus. Yeah, just a bit overpowered. Thing is we don't have any power crystals. And you can't really change the hilt, or the emitter, or the lens in this, so... Yeah, KOTOR 2 did that better. But it's also... Not sure which one is more disappointing, though. KOTOR or Jedi Academies. Well, Jedi Academy at least let you select the hilt. And the color. That's about it. It didn't really give you a whole scene where you made a lightsaber, because technically you started with a lightsaber until you remade your lightsaber. But yeah. And then it's just basically you have a lightsaber. There's no whole making of the lightsaber, just you have a lightsaber now. Jedi Academy I still prefer over this, to be honest. Because Jedi Academy was an important part of my life. Important part. Means the multiplayer, which I can't go back to because wireless internet and 999 ping. Doesn't work well. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay. So now then. What bothers me? So, basically we've dual classed it. So we went from being a scout to Jedi Guardian. Which basically means, hey, you better put points in wisdom because you're now a Jedi. Technically it matters the last as a Jedi Guardian, but if you were going to a Jedi Council and you didn't put points of wisdom, yeah, not ideal. The thing is, they start you so late as a Jedi Guardian. Like, we're level 10, and we're just now a Jedi. Which, yeah. I think there's like, what, 20 levels or so? So we're already technically halfway to the max level, and we're just now a Jedi. Yeah, not much time to enjoy, well, all those force powers we have. Which, by the way, I also changed a few things. So wellness is now 9. Security is up to 9, because the game's gonna be a dick and only give me 1 skill point now, because we're Jedi Guardian. So, and some powers. For example, kill, which we can't really use effectively, because kill is the light side. Burst speed, it's neutral, and restricted by armor. Here's the thing, electrocution should not be like this. It's a dark side power. Yet for some reason, it's using light side, dark side adjustment to make it cost more. Doesn't make sense. But oh well, problem with the mod, not my fault. With that in mind, because you know, might as well have this. On the main character can set this power during level up. You say that, but yet didn't Bastila have this ability? That was just slow. It's technically a dark side power. It makes things slow. It's also not restricted by armor, which is nice. Force lightning is restricted by armor, which is sad. It means, hey, we're going to rope. Force push is fine. It's not restricted by armor. Lightsaber throw just needs a lightsaber. Advanced throw lightsaber still just needs a lightsaber. Sadly, the throw lightsaber isn't as... It's not as good as, like, say, if you actually threw both lightsabers. But no, it works with, like, the double blade lightsaber, you can throw it. But you can't just throw both lightsabers at a target, sadly. You just throw one. Also, I went to feats and I gave ourselves Master Toughness. Oh, fuck, I forgot the Jedi. I forgot the lightsaber points. Oh, so where's my lightsaber? Well, which one's... I don't even know which one's actually mine. Oh, well, we get 2. It's not even calculating properly. But yeah, magenta lightsabers. It's almost like the color I use in Star Wars The Republic. Maybe a bit off. Can't believe I forgot about the frickin' lightsaber points, though. Ugh. Be right back again. Okay, so now we should have a nice focus on lightsabers. Cause, you know. Yeah. Yay. I also increased our money, by the way. So we should have enough to buy what I want. But now we have a lightsaber. It's time for the 3rd trial.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals.
Ooh, I can find crystals?
It is a rumor only. I do not know if there's any truth in it, but you must learn first to use your lightsaber and take care when drawing it. Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice?
Yeah, it's like, by the way, you have a lightsaber. People are going to know you're a Jedi now. Yet on Terrace, when Bastila had her lightsaber, the Sith didn't even really give a damn. It's like, you're supposed to be looking for a Jedi. I don't know if they're a Jedi. It's not like they have a lightsaber or anything. I mean, KOTOR 2 is more relevant, because if you have a lightsaber, people are going to notice that you have a lightsaber. And there's some things KOTOR 2 did better. I also need to remember when we do KOTOR 2 to change it from Bioware to Obsidian. Now here's the thing, I have mixed feelings with Obsidian. KOTOR 2, when it first came out, was a buggy piece of shit. Like, practically, let's say Vampire the Bloodlines, buggy. Or hell, like early Skyrim or Oblivion buggy. That's how bad Knights of the Old Republic 2 was. But there was, you know, enough community patches and restoration things to make it work better. Just, I don't recommend installing the Droid Plant mod for that, because the Droid Plant mod is tedious as shit. Bureaucracy crest, basically. I've gone over that and how much I hated that. But anyway, third trial.
For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove, once used for deep meditation by the Jedi, is now tainted.
Oh no.
A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop.
So what would you have me do?
The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
So you're not telling me everything?
I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself.
Nature of a trial.
None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task.
Oh man, that means you can't.
But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
Yeah, probably. If you gave this to someone who's already Matt's dark side. That's the problem, though, is for some reason they didn't design this so they have, like, you know, a check on the player's rep. Like, hell, Jedi Academy even had a check on the player's rep. Like, if you were going down the dark side path, it would be like, oh, you'd get messages from Kyle and Luke that would be like, hey, you're choosing more dark powers than light powers. You sure you want to do that? But this is just, oh yeah. We don't actually know what the player actually is, even though we're clearly dark side. Let's just try to think. Hell, what was it? Oh yeah. For example, the original Jedi Knight, Dark Forces 2. It basically was like, oh, you chose too many dark powers. Well, you're automatically in the dark side path now. But dark side powers are fun. Sadly, it's not like Jedi Academy where we can force... See, here's probably one reason why Jedi Academy was superior in my way. Force choke. Because, you know, I played a lot with, what was it, JA Plus, that mod, and Force Choke and the ability to, you know, flip kick people. It's basically what made Jedi Academy's multiplayer. Because basically you would Force Choke someone. You'd have a high enough sensitivity that you could just fling your mouse about so they would go every which way, or they'd struggle to push or pull you. You kept them so they wouldn't be able to, you know, use that ability on you. And then you would just pull, while holding them with Force Choke and flinging them about, pull them to you and flip kick, flip kick, flip kick, flip kick, flip kick. That's pretty much how Full Force went in Jedi Academy. Is matched out force choke and keeping them from escaping while you flip kick them to death. It's like that on a lot of servers. Of course, a lot of servers still use base Jedi Knight Kami, which basically involved turning your lightsaber slightly while attacking, so you basically kept your lightsaber in the target to do maximum damage. Which was a thing. But I still prefer the flip kick method. Never really was that great at it though. Also, hi guys.
Hakuji Kopa?
Yeah, the Jacob. Do you know anything about the Crypt Grove?
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tonki. China pala mule. Hakuji Kopa.
So yeah, just, you know.
China.
Chibedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas.
Woo. So right now we have electrocution, but for some reason it's behaving like a lightsaber power, so it's going to cost me
Greetings,
all my force
apprentice.
to use.
Though I understand you shall not have that lowly title much longer. Master Jar tells me that your progress has been remarkable. Soon he feels you will attain the rank of Padawan. Then you will truly be a full-fledged Jedi. How are you enjoying your training?
Meh.
With power comes responsibility. And only by learning discipline and sacrifice can we truly learn to master our potential. I wish you luck in your training, apprentice. There is much you must yet learn. May the Force be with you.
There's much you must learn, but you can't have access to the knowledge in the archives. Hi, you. First time I'm gonna loot this secret locker. You know, no one really cares if you loot shit in this. Compared to actual games that have a thief.
Yikukuno no ba mulirati kun. Tonghit kun.
For a game? Do you sell cards?
Runda diho.
Matter of fact, I do. You has cards. Cards, what do I want from cards? I'm not sure if I have those. Also, I edited my credits a bit. Because, you know, reasons. I'll buy a couple of those. And buy a couple of that. I think I probably have enough of these, but you never know. It's like we have more than enough cards, don't we? So let's play.
About the one in.
So we can wage up to 120 now. Now's the time to set up this. So for example, that's a nice 2 you got though. Boop. Boop. Nice amount of 3s you got though. So ultimately we're going to want mostly these cards. Then we can't have any more sixes, but oh well. So I need a couple, number 2 and a number 3, don't I? Anyway. Oh, choosing those. So let's see how Episode goes. You know what's going to happen if I lose, right? Fuck. Oh, yeah, I can toss that. Yay. So by the way, boop. Well, I have to roll. Ah, fuck. Wait, we have this. Stand at 19. And hope he doesn't pull some shit out of his ass. He pulled some shit out of his ass. Yay. I have to stand by that. Dick. Yeah, you can see making actual mighty Berserk though doesn't seem worthwhile. So here's the thing, I have to roll. And I have to play that and stand. Hug. And that one's all luck based. Well, I guess he does have one card left. Well, we lost. Yeah, I'm gonna get pissed and zap this person, ain't I? Five. I have to stand by 18.
Ako pa? Much.
That's why we don't play fucking Berserk. I don't care if he can potentially sell me more cards, he's dead. Dead to me.
Why are you bothering me? I'm here to speak with the council, not some servant. Please leave, or I shall be forced to tell the council of your rude behavior.
If you weren't an important NPC, I would totally zap you. Those load rooms just don't exist. So now we have money that we can use on the aerotech guy. But first I want to go get this. Outside. Bitch droid. The fuck?
The council has decreed you may come and go as you...
Open the door, you ass. Oh, well, I'm just gonna keep the door locked.
Please be careful on the plains, apprentice. Cath hounds are about.
You have the creepiest voice. My please be careful on the plains. There are cat hounds about.
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with?
Well, I have a weird story. Well, just tell me about yourself.
About me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to know?
What kind of name is Nemo?
The importance you put in a name is misleading, young one. You, of all people, should remember that. Is there something else I can help you with?
Well, I must be.
I hope you're...
He's just sort of resisting him. Sort of his thing.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition? I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence? Oh, I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance?
So are you?
My name is Gar. Me and my fine wife, Rilke, here...
A pleasure.
...live on one of the northern farms. But the cat hounds and the Mandalorian problem has been getting really bad of late, and we're here to ask the Jedi Council to help. Recently, the cat hounds have been acting much more aggressively. They've even attacked some of the settlers. Those Mandalorian raiders have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter.
He should have been protecting her better if he wanted to keep her.
Mandalorian beast. Some of us don't like fighting and killing and butchering as much as you. I'm not sure exactly what the Council will do about it, but we need some help with this. I only hope they'll listen to me. Is there anything else you require?
Mandalorian?
Ever since the Republic beat them years ago, little groups have been roaming all over the place.
They're pathetic. They're taking scraps when they should be taking worlds.
With the Sith invasion, the Republic doesn't have the manpower to hunt them down. The Jedi are even worse off because Malak has been hunting them specifically. They're worried that he might even be supporting these raiders, so don't want to face them directly. That puts us in a kind of hard situation. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well,
farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Hello. I'm afraid I'm not very good at explaining things. If you have any questions, please ask my husband.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
I have a Mandalorian with me.
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter.
You should have protected her better. And you call yourself her father.
And what am I supposed to do against a dozen Mandalorians and Duros? Nothing. There was nothing I could do. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no.
Yeah.
She was always impulsive. There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
Well, yeah, you could do the whole lightsaber thing, but...
I will give you all I have.
We are
Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
Annihilate them. Not just murder them. Annihilate. Also, there's this guy.
나보다 네 winki's 막토마. Wanna kun best chingpa marulira. Kuya mi just kuna chiktanai. Ina kun ma marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi uba batu konchi. Tong long bong shang nung. Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpangpa. Naboda ni winki's maktoma. Wanna kun best chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non ket. Tok ning uba batu konchi. Tong. Naboda ni winki's maktoma. Wanna kun.
Okay, bye.
Naboda.
You're a bit sus. Just a bit sus. Oh, so I think this would be lead to the basement where the archives are, but you can't even go down though. Not in this game.
Please be careful on the plains, apprentice. Cat hounds are about.
They're so creepy. Cat hounds are about. Would you like to touch one? Yeah.
Dantooine looks peaceful enough, but packs of cat hounds roam these plains.
This guy.
Uchua penki, tang itwama ji human act ikatune, chi itaka chi wi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra, tang itwama ji kuna. Baba Hassan Shan, chiwa aita kang kicha na kupornibo, kun mulira chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tong hitwama aki inko tune, o tong hitwama ji aki inko tune, tong panokun, nonek chiwa aita kang kicha na kupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwang uchua penki tang itwama ji human act kakincha chiwi aita ka chong chicha Baba Hassan kaki kachi Baba kak Baba Hassan Shah.
So he sells some really great shit. So he sells a Cynical Warsuit, which is not terrible. This though. Problem though is it has no death bonus. But look at it. Special upgradable armor. We're buying that. Bronze Gem's not terrible either, but yeah. Ultra flamethrowers. Just cause. And that's all we really want from him. As far as I don't have enough credits to buy that other thing I want. So the thing is though, compared to my armor, it's not as good. But it can be pretty good. The average war suit, it's not bad. The question is, who exactly am I going to be taking with me for the majority of the game? Carf, beyond... Shame you lose all your death bonus though. But you actually have armor now. And you're fine, so the 75 armor is probably going to end up to mission. We have no gloves. Which bothers me, because we should have gloves. Anyway. So yeah, Carf loses all of his nice little death bonuses. But he still has a decent amount of death bonuses. Just cause, you know, his pistols compared to Candra's. But yeah. So yeah, now we need to think on things. Oh damn, we got, yeah, he did give us the whole map, didn't he? So let's remove... Carp and him haven't had their conversation yet. They're supposed to have a conversation. They haven't had it yet. I've had them in the party for a while now and they haven't even spoke. Like, I don't know how long they have to be in the party before they speak to each other. But let's just go wander around aimlessly for a bit. I might just turn the recording off and do this for a bit. Yeah, this here is a bit tedious, but I was hoping, you know, if they would talk to each other by now. How it's gonna be time for Carf to talk to me about his problems again.
Yes, what? You got it.
Candace, you have war
stories. I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
So what was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
Nothing Mandarin's got afraid.
Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
You dropped from riding a droid?
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
That's horrible. So I want past this war droid.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
Well... No,
your
not
choice.
Right now. So Candace's war stories. Also seriously, Candace and Clark haven't talked yet, and it's bothering me. So I think I'm gonna do this. I'll be back once they do talk, so I can switch to mission. They still haven't talked yet. So I went and bought this belt, because, you know, it's not bad, because I mean it gives saves to all. And strength, which, you know, helps. Could use more will. Could use more will. But anyway. They still haven't talked. Still need to switch the mission. It's like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to force the conversation. It's not like I can just
Ready?
Select off and talk to Candace.
Yeah, what do you want?
Because, yeah, that just
Your
turns me back to me. So I don't
Sure.
know what to do about that. Because they're supposed to have a conversation. If for some reason it hasn't triggered, I don't know what plot flags are required. So, yeah. Because I don't need a good mission for a reason. But I don't know what to do in the meantime while we wait for them to talk. Because they're not talking. Oh, so they haven't talked. I mean, it's not terrible looking. Oops, I accidentally boarded it. Also, I came on here before to edit my thing. Yeah, it's good. We're just gonna go and take mission now. I don't think Mission and Candace have any conversation. Yep, but I was gonna say it's gonna tell me to
Huh?
speak to her.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there and now it's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The Jedi got rid of Revan, so I figure Malik's days are numbered too. But that doesn't make the pain go away, you know? Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to.
Well,
so don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
We also need to modify her. Since she's leveled up. Yay, skills. Hell, I don't know. Bump those up. Called good. Sneak attack. So that repowered mod armor. Yeah, I'm replacing with this because I made this better. And hell, that's about all I really need. I also upgraded Karst blasters. Of course, now we don't have Karst for the park.
Yes?
But still. Oh, right. We need to talk to him. We need to talk to her.
Hey there. I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
Why do you hate her so much?
My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked. I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
Well, man. Maybe she actually liked Griff.
I saw Lena for what she really was. A busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
So, how... Well, maybe something happened to him.
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff but good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
So we basically chose your plot flags. Now you know anything
I'm
about
not
this?
the one you should ask about Dantooine. I didn't even know there was a Jedi Academy here. I always thought it was just a bunch of settlers and farmers. Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there anything else I can do for you?
Any more?
Don't worry. Okay.
Okay, so basically we've checked the plot flags. Huh. Weird. So the last time I did this, Lena was like right here. Oh, I haven't talked to you.
Tabistyo bong konkipangpa. Chingpala chiska muli. Tuni rana no pra.
What do you...
Rundi hadong.
I don't think I actually talked to this guy. He has droid heavy playing. And medium playing. So here's the question I have. It's a droid up class 1, but yet. So why would I just buy the heavy playing? Oh, space to target computer, demolitions, awareness, awareness. Awareness, aware. What the hell's the difference between these? Oops, I may have bought both. Oop, my bad. Security, environmental shield, energy shield, oil slick. So here's the thing, I can actually just do this to make money. Because I bought too many. So why don't I just buy that? Cause then I could just go and be like this. You go to the droid and be like, hey, there's much better armor. Oh, so please tell me I... Okay, I did. I had to make sure I didn't upgrade his pistols. Well, no, I could, but at the same time, it doesn't seem worth it. Anyway, yeah, sure. Now. And we can level him up. There we go. And feet. The hell do I want to give him? Probably that, honestly. And now T3. Do we have anything to talk about? Okay. Good news, he's still useless. Anyway. Well, not useless, but still. Huh. So I thought Lena was supposed to pop out here. I don't see Lena. Maybe if I go wander around some more. Because I don't really use them now. So what if I do, like, this? We go above the Ebon Hawk. Then we enter the Ebon Hawk. We go boop, boop. And then there should be... There we go.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your
dance.
brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
It's bad mouth to browser. Yeah.
Yeah, I know how she feels. Griff can be pretty frustrating. I guess that's why Mission didn't want to come with us when we left Terrace.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the hut spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Oh, maybe he thought you were better off with
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
No, well, I'd like to hear his side of things before I judge.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Well, there you go.
Hey there.
So...
Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is bantha poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches. I'd like to go speak to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again. I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
So hey, that's now out of the way. So we can remove her and go back to my original party. Still haven't got them to talk yet. I don't know why I have to do about that. Like, I figured they'd talk eventually, since, you know, time in the party and all that, but apparently there's something that's keeping them from talking. I was a high Lena. Yeah, last time she had, like, the dancer outgoing. Weird. Anyway, so now we're gonna go out here and end the video. I would still like those 7,000 credit gauntlets, but... yeah, I can't seem to get those. Also...
Please be careful on the plains, apprentice. Kath hounds are about.
Calf hounds are about. Calf hounds are about. Oh, and one more thing before we end the video. Well, maybe two more.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
Your companion?
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... could he have been kidnapped?
Could have been the cat.
Cat-hounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No. It must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Look over there.
Well, yes, it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Miss Penn is a droid.
Well, yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
Oof. Anyway.
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
I'll have you find your droid.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
So here's one thing that does bother me about my armor. It's not bad. It's really not bad. The problem is I'm going to have to eventually replace it with a Jedi robe, which is going to drop my armor a lot, my defense rating a lot. But technically, yeah, we still have the most. But yeah, it's going to suck. I'm not entirely sure what to do about it either. Because, well, here's the thing. Power-wise, burst speed's restricted. Force lightning's restricted. But everything else that we have so far isn't restricted. So, besides force lightning, we are pretty good with just this armor. Of course, I'm going to have to find a Jedi robe that I actually like. Oh, so by the way, last time I was sure there was Izak. There's no Izak, you know. Calf hounds. Yeah, last time I was here, there were 5-0 Izak. Science dog. This is going a lot better than it did last time. Because last time I did this, I was getting a bit wrecked by them because I only had 15 defense. But then again, we haven't been fighting the whole load to them yet either. And still don't know why Carl from him don't want to talk. I don't know. Oh well. Guess this is where we're leaving off. Next time, we'll go work on the rest of Dantooine. Yay, Dantooine. Dantooine I have mixed feelings about because it's nice. It makes a good second world. But at the same time, it's also a lot shorter than the first world. Like, I'd say probably 25% of the game is Terrace. The rest of the world are just basically, they're tossed in, and they're just sort of, they're a lot shorter. Like, there's a few side quests, but it's mostly just go from point A to point B, figuring out how to reach plot device. Pretty much. But we'll get into that more later on. Still, oh yeah, I never really went over my rant about dual classing, did I? Basically, what bothers me about dual classing is, so, we start late on being a Jedi. If there's only like 20 levels, we only have like 10 levels or so to level up as a Jedi, which is unfortunate. But also we have like, for example, if you spec into blaster pistols, like if you actually set yourself up to be a blaster character, it's not exactly ideal once you get a lightsaber. Of course you could still keep using your blaster pistol, but at the same time, why would you do that when you're a Jedi? I mean, I guess you could use blaster pistol and force powers, but still. When you have a lightsaber, would you focus on using the lightsaber more so than blasters? I mean, this isn't Jedi Outcast or Academy. Hell, Academy had you even more focused on using your lightsaber than Outcast. The Outcast was just, you should probably use your guns like Jedi Outcast. first level they gave you a lightsaber. They had snipers all over the place, so technically it's more worth using your guns than your lightsaber, which was the silly part. But the first mission after you get your lightsaber's not that great. Anyway. So yeah. Almost looks like our eyes are a bit yellow in that profile picture, but I don't think they really are. Like, we don't really have dark side corruption. Thought about changing it, but I'm fine with how our character is. Maybe in KOTOR 2. So maybe in KOTOR 2 I'll be a tree, like, who knows. But anyway, so next time, more than to it. Hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day.